Hey y'all. You all
Or are
can
we
say
supposed to say hi
something.
back?
All right.
That's
I thought you were
Cut.
this
talking
is
We're
sort
starting
of
over.
okay. Here's the. All right, guys.
Alright.
Welcome to the podcast, baby. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
hyped, get
man.
ready to. All right, that's enough of that garbage.
No more. We're done here.
All right, so
Great.
basically,
We rolling?
we're rolling. This is four goobers, right? And
Yes.
this is the Empty Bucket podcast, and this is our first episode. So everyone,
Yeah.
we're gonna introduce ourselves. I'm gonna start. I am Bucket. I am the Bucket.
The one and
Uh,
only.
I am full of happiness and joy, except on Tuesdays.
Luckily, that's not the day we're recording.
Exactly.
Just gonna go down the line.
Dang.
All right, Land. How about you go?
Alright. Well, I'm Land. Not actually. I'm not actually made of land.
It'd be
What,
kind
really?
of concerning. Yeah.
I know. That would be concerning.
Dang. I really just got
Yeah.
robbed of my whole like imagination of you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint you, man. The truth had to come out eventually.
That's fair. All right, Soda.
Oh, am I next? Okay. Well, I'm Soda or Fritz, whatever works for you. Yeah, that's me. I'm not actually a can of soda, believe it or not.
Oh, okay. If you could be a soda, what would you be?
Uh,
The
flesh kind.
Oh,
flesh kind?
Yeah.
Flesh soda.
I'm not sure. I want to know what that is.
Sponsored by
Probably don't.
Coca-Cola.
Sponsored.
No, we're gonna get. No, you have to censor that. We're gonna get copyright striked.
Oops, my bad.
We're gonna get canceled, bro.
We
That's it.
we are not
Sponsored by
we are
generic
not
off-brand
sponsored.
cola.
Yeah, we're
Can't
not
mention their
sponsored.
brand. We're gonna get sued
Sorry,
to
I
hell and
changed
back.
it. There, it's generic off-brand now.
Great. Actually, we're coming out with a new brand of soda. It's ours. Buy it now.
We
Yeah.
didn't even start, and
Never.
Coke wanted us to make a soda.
Soda.
Yeah, it's flavored. It's flavored. Okay.
But
it's
go.
flavored. It's flavored Galaxy and Broken
No.
Dreams.
My favorite.
All the
Yeah,
Yeah, but
time.
go. It's your
I have
turn
to go
now.
now.
True.
My turn.
Button.
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
Button. I'm here. I don't know
Alright.
what else to say. It's but
Let's go, baby. That's what
Pleasure.
we're
Hey.
for. That's what it's all about.
hit like and subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure to smash that like
promotion.
and subscribe,
Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.
please.
Be
We're
sure
desperate.
to like all of
Please,
our
I will pay you in showers of compliments.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love
so
it.
be sure to interact with this video in as many ways as possible.
And if
Leave a
you
comment.
don't, we'll find you.
Care.
Share
Yeah.
with all your friends. Even a random guy named Bill on the street. Just
Yeah, we
share it
like
with
Bill.
everyone.
Some guy named
He
Ron,
likes us.
maybe.
Nice guy. He gave me a
We like
quarter
Bill.
last week.
This guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty cool.
So, what are we thinking for our first topic?
Hmm. That's a really good question, you know?
Yeah.
Plan this beforehand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
really
did,
should have
and we
planned this
forgot.
I was
before.
winging it here.
Okey-dokey,
How was
Q&A.
your guys' day? How are you doing this fine evening?
I'm doing relatively swell, you know? Got to be home most of the day.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spring break, man. It's great.
Great time.
Yeah.
This morning I did go to this place. It was called Black Coffee and Waffle.
Ooh, I love that place.
Oh.
Very good.
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
I had this thing called the Fat Andrew, and it was a like really goated waffle. It was really good.
Oh,
and it was
sounds
one
good.
waffle, and I was like full afterwards. Yeah, really
Yeah,
cool
I've
place.
heard.
Good.
I've heard a lot about that place. I heard that it's really good, and
It
I
is.
should
It's
go there
really good.
sometime.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
They do
Very nice.
charge the $3 for an apple juice though, so I'm not sure how I feel about that.
That's true.
Well, now I won't go.
Dang it! That's the only reason I was gonna go. Apple juice.
No.
There's no apples.
Hey,
But what's the point? No, but yeah, I'll definitely have to try that.
How about you, Button?
Huh?
Tell
How's
us how your day
been?
was.
It existed. I slept. I took a nap. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Love
afraid that
naps.
I might be slightly under the weather, and that's problematic.
Oh,
Dang.
Do you feel better?
Me too. Honestly, I don't like being sick.
Take
I think the last time I
drugs.
was sick. Yeah. We don't condone drugs. Don't do
Wait,
drugs.
Except for
This
the cool
podcast does
ones.
not officially condone the doing of illegal substances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you
We
can
take
take
What he
that.
said.
Thanks.
Ibuprofen and cold medicine. Only drugs
So true.
the cool
So
kids
true.
use.
And if you're
The
under
cool
the
kid.
age of 12, what the hell are you doing here?
Exactly.
You can get out. You can get lost.
Get out of
lost.
here.
Boogity.
Stupid.
We're scary boogie monster.
Ooh.
You will contract a terrible illness if you come on this
disease.
country.
Awful.
Santa will
Terrible.
never give you presents ever again if you watch our channel.
Yeah.
No,
Share with all of your above 12 friends though.
you got.
Share it with them.
If
Yeah.
you are above 12 friends.
Yeah, show
If
it
you
to all
have
your above
friends.
12 friends.
Oh, yeah,
If you
for
have
sure.
friends.
If you have more than 12 friends,
If you have
Well, you
more
assume
than
that
friends,
you
our
are allowed
viewers,
to be,
our
you are
lovely
allowed to
viewers,
be here.
have friends. I'm just saying.
I love okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. They wouldn't watch us without friends, right? They're totally watching with their entire friend group on separate
Friends
devices.
and or maybe possibly
Oh, yeah.
family. Who knows?
So we get
Yeah.
all of the views.
Even
All
though
of
that's not
them.
actually how it works.
You steal all of them.
This video gets 14 with a 0 at the end views. I will drink water
Yeah.
on
Water.
the show.
Damn,
On
you're really
You
gonna
would drink
camera.
put
water
yourself
on the
through
show?
that
Get
for
that
views?
floor.
Will.
You will.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Alright.
If you
You-
do not
you
get
heard him.
this podcast to that many views, Soda will die.
Yeah,
Of
I'll die of
dehydration.
dehydration.
Die of
yeah.
dehydration,
And it's
Do
your
you
we'll
really
all be
want that
sad,
on your
and
conscience?
it will be all your fault. So
So I'm like
smash that like
50%
button and subscribe.
Yay.
beverage. Anyway,
What?
Who's
talk about
next?
video games. Let's talk about video games. We're all gamers here, right? We all
It's
enjoy
true.
video
Look at
games.
that game.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
so I got a story about that. So I was playing Subnautica
Oh my
for the
god.
manyest
Fan.
time, and I just beat it again for the 4th time.
Nice.
My
Game
brother
is
would care a
incredible.
lot about that. He loves that game.
It's a good time. You know, it capitalizes on your innate fear of just the deep oceans and how scary they can be.
But yeah,
I am afraid of the deep ocean, believe it or not.
that's
Fun fact.
that's very. That's
You
a
are a
very
man of the
true.
sea.
I am a man of the sea.
But I fear everything about water.
I'm actually hydrophobic.
Hydrophobic.
Guys, I'm
Hydrophobic.
actually
How could you
hydrophobic.
be?
Hydro. Water.
Means that you
Water.
resist water. Water does not affect you in any way, shape, or form. It just bounces right off
The
of your
water
body.
people are quaking.
Oh no!
We're not being
Wait,
inclusive.
I'm 70% water, so I'm 70% offended by that.
Oh. Oh. Anyway.
Whatever you say.
75%.
Anyway, who? Actually,
Actually.
anybody else playing a fun game? Gaming?
Who
wanted it turned
If you
off.
say it, if you say it, you're a gamer. If you say it, you're a gamer. And say it, you're officially a gamer.
Let's see. What games have I played recently? That's actually a really tough question. I can't think of any games I've played recently.
Okay. So for
Oh,
me,
slide.
I'm gonna
Moving on.
well, you get some time to think. I'm gonna give you time to think here. So recently, I've started playing a game that I've been waiting for a long time to play. It's called Bendy and the Dark Revival, and I am loving it so far, even though I'm only through the first chapter. I'm working on recording that and actually making a video out of it. Woo!
Oh my
Yay!
god, self promo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plug, plug.
Yeah.
like
I
yo,
have
chill, brother.
been. It's really hard to avoid spoilers and stuff, especially on YouTube, man. Because I couldn't play it initially. Because fun fact, I don't own a computer, so
What a
I had to
Mm.
wait.
slay.
I had to wait till it was out on consoles in order to actually start doing that. So, yeah.
I have one question for you guys. After what Land just said, are
What?
console, PC, like console or PC? Which one?
Yeah, we don't talk about
Mobile.
mobile gamers. Get mobile gamers out of here, bro.
Get out.
Well,
Get out.
Get out. No
Sorry,
mobile
guys.
gamers.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
if it wasn't made clear by me, I'm a console gamer.
I do both, even though my computer not
Yeah.
good. I could barely run Minecraft.
My
Dang.
I
I
know.
haven't
The
played
craft of the
Minecraft.
mind, bro.
uh,
I like gaming on both, but yeah.
That's fair. For me, it really depends on the game. Like the crew. I mean, I play it on my PC, but I use a controller because it's just a lot easier.
oh yeah, that's fair.
But,
I've done that a
yeah,
few times with
I
like other things.
primarily play PC because good computer and dual monitors. You know.
Mm.
I'm almost done making an actual good PC. So
You're making a
How about
PC?
that?
That's pretty sick.
yeah, I'm
I
forging
wish I
it from
could afford
scratch.
that.
Just like your mom did.
I've got a foundry in the backyard.
That's a deep cut bit right there, Button. I must say that's a really good bit.
Yeah.
Can I bring that up real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So what Button just referenced. So my parents on my phone they have some pretty funny names. My mother is called the woman who conjured me. I don't know why. I just was like, I want to give my mother a funny name on my phone, and I was just like, that's funny. So I
The
put it as
woman
that.
conjured me.
Yeah.
No.
And my father, my old man. Originally, he was called the man who pays my phone bill. Then I changed it to the man who forged me. So yeah.
The man
You've
who
been both
forged me
conjured
from
and
the
forged.
fiery.
So the
The
official
fiery-
the official lore heads out there. This is the official Soda lore.
Damn.
I was
already.
originally forged in the fires of the sun by my
We'll all
father,
get our turn to have our lord.
and then
Forged in the
after that,
fires of the loins of your father.
that's
Don't
what his
say that.
black shop was made. Anyway,
What?
that's his forge. That's what it's called. And then I was summoned by my mother, and that's the official lore. Or dump over.
Made by the three spirits of the elder gods.
Thank you for sharing your interesting history.
Yes,
So,
that's
Lore
yeah.
alert. Lore alert.
Lore heads get in the comments. You know.
yeah.
Start making theories of all of Soda's existence right now.
Welcome back to Soda Theory.
Theory. That's what the final game theory channel should have been. Not this
Soda
dumb
Theory.
Soda theory.
Okay, style theory. Where did that come from?
I will say, I would not expect. I would have expected it to be something like music theory. You know, kind of.
Music theory would have been so cool.
I mean,
I would have gone hard.
now that I've given it some thought, I do think it does have potential, like honestly, but I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's another food theory situation where everyone's gonna be like, what the hell
Why
is
does this
this?
exist? Yeah.
Why did you decide to do this? And then people end up actually liking it. So like,
I liked food
Food
theory.
food theory is good.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, I
actually
I
enjoy
have
really
not
good.
Santa stuff
watched.
right
I have not
now.
watched any game theory content seriously since 2019,
Since
probably.
food theory. No, but
Probably before.
it's actually genuinely interesting because it's a lot more real world, and not saying that
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
like
I watched
it's
the KFC one like 5 times.
oh my god, yeah, like
Ah.
the way it's conveyed is really interesting to me. So
Yeah.
Did you know Matt Pat was recently like showed on Anthony Padilla's channel?
really,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that because
Uh,
I
they
didn't
were like
watch Anthony
they kind of
Padilla.
knew each other back in the early YouTube days.
because they
Huh.
were both the OG.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Mm.
gee.
Here's what I have to say about Anthony Padilla. His girlfriend's a
Piece
piece
of
of
work.
work. Piece
Yeah.
of work. She's
Piece
not a
of
good person.
work.
I'm not
I
super
used to
familiar,
watch
so I'm
her.
gonna say to this.
No, let me give you a quick lore fact, okay?
All right, Bun's gonna
All
spill some
right.
tea right here
I'm gonna
for
spill
Yeah,
some tea.
spill
So
lore
it.
heads.
Anthony
Spill it.
Padilla's girlfriend, I don't really want to support her channel. I don't want you guys to go harass her or anything. That
Well,
kind of
yeah,
person.
Of course.
But
that's
Of course.
fine.
she had like this scandal with a friend of hers. And like her friend, she's a woman of color, and she came
Mm-hmm.
out with like all these receipts about Anthony Padilla's girlfriend being having like being racist and whatnot, racist and homophobic and everything like that. And
Dang.
she did not respond. She just disappeared off the internet for a year, then came back like a year later and didn't address anything. She didn't apologize. She didn't do anything. She let it sit there. And the fact that she just came back without saying a word made me so mad.
That's
Um,
kind of a trick move. Like I get like not wanting to like escalate a situation, but at the same time you have to, you kind of have to say something at that point.
yeah,
Yeah,
it,
for sure.
yeah,
You can't just like
It's kind
that's
of a
not
it's kind of a situation with like JonTron, if any of you are familiar with what
oh
happened with
yeah,
him.
oh
Uh
yeah.
white supremacy and all that. And then he quote unquote apologized, but it was more like I'm sorry you were offended kind of thing.
mm,
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
one of
tough situation.
those.
And like I really liked Matt Pat's stuff, and I think he's got some pretty funny bits. But then after seeing
yeah,
that, I'm like, dang, that's tough.
yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta love the internet. You find out some things you just don't want
yeah.
yeah. The
When it,
internet's a crazy place.
yeah,
Mhm.
to. That's why we're
when it,
putting content on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby,
ooh,
woo! Internet.
So we should tell the story of how this podcast came to be, because it's like it's a
It's
short
a
story,
funny
but
story.
still a
It's a
little
oh,
funny
yeah,
spicy.
story.
it's really intriguing
Yeah.
It's you guys are gonna be
Uh,
so into it.
for real.
oh yeah. You're gonna look back 3 years from now or whatever. Podcast has like 1 million subs.
And
We're doing
and
live
you're gonna
tours
think,
and stuff.
how did we get here? How did this
How did it all happen?
amazing
How did it all
podcast
how did it
come
all
to
go down?
be?
How did this legendary podcast come to be? Here's the story.
Let me
That
start this
Superstore from
little
A to
ditty.
Z.
Let
Yeah,
me
it was
start this little
all
ditty.
Bucket's idea. So Bucket gets to tell the story.
I
Yeah,
get all the blame for what insanity you were
blame
listening
and
to.
or credit.
If
we
this
will be held
podcast
liable
goes
for
to
all of our
hell,
viewers' insanity. Yeah.
So okay, here's the story. So everybody in this podcast we all go to the same school. We go to Gamer Town, Gamer University, Gamer Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the lore. Anyway,
That's the second lore drop. Yep.
I went up
Write this down.
to
Write this down.
write this down. I went to
Foreheads, get in the comments.
I went up
Uh,
to Button and
Mm.
and Land. I went up to them and then I said like, it'd be fun is if we just did a podcast and then just had soda in it. And and then I later on in that day when I was in the class with soda, I was like, "Hey bro, you want to be in a podcast?" And he was like, Sure. Sounds fun. And then podcast.
Yeah.
10 out of 10
Yeah.
We
content.
had some interesting names before
We
the
did
one
do
we
that.
had was chosen. And
We
I want to
did.
bring them up right here because
Do it,
I
do it,
found
do
them
it, do it.
really silly. So one of them was Meatball Podcast. I want to call out Bucket for that one.
And meatloaf. And meatloaf. You
and
can't forget that
Meatloaf.
one too.
And
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Very into the meats thing. I don't get it.
Well, what can I say? I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's fair. You
yeah.
know
Meat
what?
brick.
I could respect it. I could respect it. And then I came up with one. I can't say the original name because it was
Nah, it's
Bucket's real
alright.
name.
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Are you okay with me saying your
Yeah.
name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
A common
Andy-
name, so like
yeah, Andy Rue in Wonderland. We
Mhm,
decided
mhm.
I thought about that one, and then we like came up with a bunch of really garbage ones. Like
Yeah.
lasagna. I said that one. Playing off the meat one because I thought it was funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Land came up with a few, but I'm not entirely.
I think we
If
had,
only
like,
I remembered them.
I think we had
No.
like spaghetti and meatballs at one point.
Oh,
that was a good
spaghetti
one.
bolognese with
Yeah.
meatball.
And then how Empty Bucket came to be, right? Because in the
Mhm.
Discord server we had Soda and we had Button, both with Bucket. Like they added Bucket into their names because they thought it was funny, right?
Yeah.
I had an epiphany. Late one night, I had an epiphany, and it came to me in a cold sweated dream. Empty bucket, because we all like buckets.
I was
Yeah.
like buckets. Though.
Except for me, apparently. Anyways.
Land
Land
came
just
into
has-
the podcast area a bit later.
True.
Yeah.
Land
We love
Land
Land.
just despises the race of buckets.
I am
I'm
plotting
pretty
my
sure-
vengeance against the
Okay.
bucket people.
So the bucket, the empty bucket icon was made by me. I drew it.
So true.
Round of applause,
it's so
everyone.
true. Round of
No,
applause.
don't do that. No, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. I'm not that special. I just have basic
Oh.
art talents. Anyway, not important. I just want to say the idea for the galaxy thing came from the dear Soda Pop, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
All him. The galaxy sludge. My original plan was to make it white, just kind of like you can leave it up to interpretation. But the liquid was meant to be white. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
But now it's galaxy. It's fun.
Galaxy slime.
Yay!
Yeah! Thank you, live studio audience. We didn't clarify that.
Thank you.
Our
Thank you.
live studio.
Okay, you guys can stop talking now.
Yeah, you can stop.
Okay, wait, that's enough.
Hey, that's enough. Okay.
You guys aren't getting paid if you don't stop stopping.
Dude, no money. No money, no bitches.
God.
Bucket, what's our time looking like
then
right
once
now?
you mention no bitches, and then they stop.
What's the
Yeah.
time looking like, pal?
What's the time looking
Man,
like?
I don't even know.
What time did we start? Jeez.
I think
Who looks at
we.
time
I think
anymore?
9:35. I think is when, or like 9:40 is when we started. Sorry, 8:40.
It's
8:40?
9:40? You mean
9:40?
So if we're going for like
You're
like-
going for 23
I think we
hours.
should-
30 minutes into the future?
that'd be really funny.
By
Y'all
the
want to
end,
see a
we're just
23-hour long podcast episode? Put
It's
it in
just
the
like,
comments.
by the end, I was just like, you guys awake, and nobody responds. It's just like, no.
It'd actually be like kind of a
Love is dead.
fire episode idea. We could do like a special where we just go as long as we
24-hour live stream.
Oh god.
That would okay. So I do have like a little questionnaire that I wanted to do for today's episode.
Shoot,
I have like
sure.
a list of questions, and I'm just gonna kind of like ask them at will.
Alrighty.
Go for
Because
it.
I thought about a bunch of them. So the first one I want to do is what inspires you, and or what made you want to do this podcast?
Mhm.
Have Bucket do
Hmm.
it first, because this
But
was
me?
all Bucket's idea.
Yeah, this is your fault. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
all right.
We're here
all right.
because of you.
Yeah.
They're all my hostages. This is a hostage situation.
Please send help.
Please.
Send
Dial the
help.
number
Capture
on your
against their will.
screen now.
Yeah.
All right.
Please
I'll
call
start.
the number in the description below to free us from captivity, please.
And then the description they'll see 1, and that's it.
Just what?
911.
You monster.
Do not call 911 unless an emergency, or if you're doing a funny prank, maybe.
No.
Dude, they
do
will
not- do not
arrest
do
you.
that.
Okay. No.
That was
I
a
have,
joke.
I have a
Fine.
funny story kind of relating to that. So I do theater and stuff, and
We all
so
do. Fun fact.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
that's.
we all
If you
do.
couldn't tell
Anyways,
already, yes, we do
anyways,
theater.
we're doing one act, and when we're sitting there, we're getting like notes and whatever, and one of the cast members accidentally butt dials 911, and then the phone
Oh yeah.
starts like blaring emergency contact or whatever, and then we're all just
Whoa.
like looking at him like what the heck was that? And then they pull out the phone like, oh my god, I think
My
I
bad.
think I just
It just
accidentally
keeps
Remember-
hanging
dialed the
up.
police. And then
Remember,
everyone's like freaking out.
what do we call
Like, oh my gosh,
Remember,
you gotta
C
wait
told
because
me
we have to
about that. Yeah,
call you again.
I remember C
Then the police
sent me a
come out.
message about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Someone ended up posting it on their story, I think.
It was C. I
Something.
remember that.
I
Yeah.
have no social media. That's a fun fact. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
Besides-
I want question answer.
All right,
space.
I will
Okay.
start. I'll start. Essentially, I thought it'd be really fun to just like I've always thought it'd be a fun idea to just grab all my friends and like just do a funny haha podcast, right?
Yeah.
Because like we're all pretty funny folks. We all have fun, and then
Yeah.
yeah, so it just came to me, and I was just like, it'd be really fun to just do a podcast. So here we are.
Harass.
Plus-
Just harass button.
Yep, harass
Harassment
button
gets you
land.
places.
And then get
That's the motto
get
for our
Surter in here.
podcast.
That's today's episode's motto.
harass your
Exactly.
friends.
Harass your
Harass
friends.
gets you places.
Don't take that seriously, please. We're joking around here.
I
Dude,
think one of the
harassment.
biggest inspirations for me was if any of you listening or any of you in the podcast, the Goons podcast.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I know the Goons. Yeah, I
yes,
used to watch them back in the day.
McNasty, Soup, Do, all those
Love
guys.
the dude.
I find their comedy hilarious. So I just thought it'd be fun to do a podcast, and here we are.
Oh, fun.
Who knows? Maybe in a future episode we'll have the Goons on. I'm just kidding.
Be crazy.
Whoa.
I would actually tear up.
That'd
That'd be
be
crazy.
Dude, that'd be
Crazy.
great.
If
That'd be great.
only.
Land next. You're next. We're doing
All right.
alphabetical.
All right.
Is that
Uh,
alphabetical? B. What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
If it's alphabetical, the button should be going next.
Well, I'm doing it in order as they're listed in the Discord call.
Hold
so
on. Let
Bucket
me.
and Lens
Okay,
are-
listen.
For the
I
viewers
was the
listening at
second
home.
person. I was the first person our boy Bucket brought it up to.
Mhm.
Like brought the thing up to. I feel like I should go next.
That's fair.
All right, fine.
Because like my immediate thought as soon as Bucket brought it up to me was this is gonna be a shit show.
So true.
I am so excited. So like I turned to Land and went, "You're coming too." It's basically what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
You're
much.
not escaping. So I
You
guess
heard
my
about it. Now you're gonna be a part of it.
You were right there. You're not escaping. Also, I love Land. I love all of you guys. And
I
that's a
love-
little sappy for the first episode, but I love you guys.
Aw.
I love you guys for real.
You can't do that to me without warning.
For realsies. I think
You know,
my
you know
my
what that
in-
deserves. You know what that deserves.
Mm.
You do you want to know what that
Yeah.
What
deserves?
is what is it? What is it?
Because another sound effect.
Aw.
Thank you, live studio audience.
Live
We really
studio
appreciate
audience.
your heartfelt.
Okay. Okay.
Empty Bucket podcast was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
For when it's not. Anyway.
Other than these losers that I'm in the chat with as my inspiration, I would say The Chuckle Sandwich podcast.
So true, Jay Schlep. Woo!
Yeah.
I
love that
miss
guy.
Charlie so damn much. He was
Why
my
did he
boy.
leave? Why did he leave?
Don't
He has,
remember
like,
why.
He had like other things that he wanted to inspire,
That's
like
fair.
go do, and
I
I
got it, yeah.
respect that.
He had his
I
other
like
he had his other show that he was a part of as well.
Right.
his D&D podcast because he has a D&D
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Love
Hashtag go
it.
D&D. But yeah, that's it. That's my answer. But I need to go AFK
Oh,
for a second,
hold on.
so that's why I did it.
Hold
What?
I want to bring up something to the audience. Wait, all of us. I don't know if Land is. Are you into D&D, Land? Or would you ever be interested?
No,
Okay.
I could get
Alright.
into it. I think I've played it one time. I think you made me play that one time during like
Yeah.
a
Oh yeah,
theater
like the
thing.
board game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see D&D content, like a fun episode where we play D&D, let us know because I think that'd be pretty
I'd
cool.
be
It's like a
down.
special episode.
Yeah.
I could get into it. I could maybe.
Yeah,
Hashtag
just
teach land. Okay, I have to go AFK. Be right back.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
PvP. All right.
okay. Land,
But-
you're up next.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go last because
So-
I was the last.
All right. So I was basically, I was sitting, and then Button comes is like, "Hey, you're gonna do a podcast with me and Bucket," and then there's like, "Yeah, sure," and now I'm here, and it's fun to do because I like you guys. You guys are my friends, and
Inspires you.
what inspires me. Okay, so on the theme of podcast inspirations here, I'm gonna have to go with the Distractable podcast. That has
So
been
true. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I
But
haven't,
yeah,
I haven't
the- I've really liked listening to that podcast. It was really funny to me, and I just enjoy their content outside of the podcast. You know, Markiplier, Bob, Wade, yeah, and that was like, oh, if this is like that, then that's gonna be kind of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's turning out pretty good so far.
yeah,
having
it's
a
a
good
great
time.
first episode.
It's pretty cool. It's a little bit of a hodgepodge. We kind of been all over the place, but that's just who we
Yeah,
are. So.
that's what
That's-
happens when you
that's
don't
just
plan
how we
anything
are.
beforehand.
Average theater kid moment, you know? That's just what happens.
Oh.
So true.
Anyway, I guess I'm next, aren't I?
So
Yeah.
there.
So yeah, I was the last to join. Is Bucket approached me, was like, "Hey, would you like to do a podcast with me, Land, and Button?" I was like, "Yeah, for sure. That'd be pretty fun." And I think I've always wanted to do a podcast. Like I remember
Mhm.
a while ago, I wanted to do like a D&D podcast, kind of.
Ooh, that'd be
That
fun.
ended up not working out.
Damn.
yeah.
But
So
yeah,
yeah,
but
that's
then
pretty cool.
Yeah. Who are your inspirations?
When it comes to podcasts, there's only been like one podcast I've really listened to a lot, and that's the Yard Podcast.
Oh, I don't think I've heard that
Ludwig
one.
and it's got like the YouTuber Ludwig and some of his
Oh,
friends
gotcha.
and stuff.
Nice.
It's really
I'll
cool.
have to check that
They're-
one out. This is it.
Their set is amazing. Yeah. They're where I get like a lot of my like insider knowledge on like the field of podcasts, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Impulsive podcast. Logan Paul.
What other one that I listen to sometimes?
I know.
Forgetting what it's called. What's the other one that Jay Schlatt was in? Sleepy Time podcast? Was that the one?
Yeah, I think it was Sleepy Time.
I like their podcast. Oh, I also
Yeah.
like even though I haven't watched a lot of their episodes, I really liked Sleepy Time was a different one. Sleepy Time was one with like guys from a channel called Oni Plays, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
I think Schlatt was in that. I think I may be wrong.
Maybe I don't remember, but
Gamer Sucks
know-
podcast.
but yeah. Other than that, I'm trying to think. I wish Button was back so I could mention this, but my screen turned off for some reason.
Bruh.
Call in.
Bruh.
I don't know why too.
Oh, hey,
Oh, Button's back.
welcome back.
But
Okay, you're
I have a
back.
question. I have a question. Do you want to be upfront about our thing?
I don't
Be okay
care.
with that?
I don't
Okay.
give a shit.
So for the viewing audience, me and Button.
Lore.
Soda
Floor drop.
and Button. Soda Button.
So
Button
come up.
soda.
The person who comes up with the most creative ship name will win a prize.
You will win.
We'll
You
win.
will win an imaginary high five from all of us.
Yeah.
And a platonic kiss on the cheek from me.
Oh.
Platonic. I
Platonic.
only
Wait, let
have
me grab the
eyes for the soda.
soundboarding.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Definitely Button is one of my big inspiration these days.
Oh, you
Dang,
but
gross.
Oh, young love.
Sorry.
You love to
Relationships.
see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about. Hold on, real quick. Would we ever get to get Bucket's partner on the podcast?
Ooh.
I think she might be
She'd be
down.
down.
She's got a pretty busy schedule, but I feel like she'd do that.
Could
That'd be
we?
pretty cool.
God dang
Yeah.
it, Land! You need to get yourself a partner.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here alone
C on
while
it.
you guys
Bring
all have
bring
partners.
C as your +1 to the date
Single
episode.
Pringle and ready to mingle.
How about we do like a dating show for our boy?
Dude, the freaking lover host.
Oh my god.
We're gonna cease and
Dude,
desist.
no, we're gonna get sued.
We're gonna get
Get cease and
sued and
desist.
cease and desist, and we're gonna. It's gonna be.
Wait,
It's gonna be a time.
copyright.
What's your favorite U.S. state? Land.
That's Land's
Bias or unbiased?
Don't do bias because that would out us very fast.
What? Sorry.
Unbiased. We don't want to out
Unbiased.
us.
We don't want to
Okay,
out
so
ourselves.
unbiased.
Don't do the one that we're from.
I'm gonna have to do.
I might make it
probably-
Ohio. I'll make it
It's not Ohio.
Literally Ohio.
Haha, funny Ohio meme.
Literally.
No.
Ohio
but,
doesn't exist.
It would
That's not
probably either be like New York, Massachusetts, or Arizona.
Sounds pretty
And
cool.
because
I like
it
how
mostly comes down to like scenery, I guess. New
That's
York,
fair.
I'm a person who really likes cities, and I have a fascination with tall buildings and such. And New York is that kind of place. And
Yeah.
Massachusetts, I've always thought looked pretty nice over there. It's a place to go, lots of history. I'm also a
Massachusetts.
very historical person. And then Arizona, I like deserts. They're pretty cool,
Mm-hmm.
They're interesting. And they're also good at sunset.
Yeah.
So
I like
Yeah.
the Phoenix Suns. I like their team. They're
yeah,
pretty good.
Phoenix is
Even though they
also
lost
a
their
really
game.
cool place.
Oopsie
Never
doopsie.
been, but I want to.
Love to go to Phoenix, but
That's a good segue into the next question.
wait.
Ooh.
What's your question?
Wait. We're waiting. What are you saying?
I was gonna say something,
wait.
but if it ties into your next question, ask your question.
My question is, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Wherever
Honestly.
you are, haha.
Okay.
Oh,
Cringe. Gross.
I'm
throw
joking.
Up.
I don't want to be
kidding.
cringe on the podcast. I'm sorry.
You're
If people
fine.
don't know this, we're cringe.
Yeah,
If you
especially
could-
the
No,
Sorry,
I feel like they would have figured it out by now.
Yeah.
Cringe.
we're
Uh,
cringe.
I would love to go to Japan. That's always been on like my wish list to go to.
It's a pretty cool place. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard
'cause
to get in there though.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
all the. Well, actually, they reopened the country a couple months ago, so it's a lot
Really?
Right?
easier to get in now. But they have like all 4 seasons. Like you go up to northern Japan, and they've got like skiing and snowboarding and like just huge winter resorts. Then you go to the southern,
Okay, that's
and
cool.
it's really like really hot, but like really tropical and pretty.
Yeah.
And it's just-
Massachusetts.
There's a reason that Japan is one of the most beautiful countries on this planet.
true.
Did you
like
say
the cherry
Alaska?
blossom.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't say anything yet.
No. I
Uh,
was wondering, like, as one of your favorite states.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
one of
no,
my
it-
favorite states. No,
Arizona,
I said
New
maybe-
York, and Mass. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was a third one.
There was.
Yeah.
It was New York, Arizona, and
Oh, it's
Massachusetts.
Arizona. Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Those Alaskan deserts. Anyways,
Well, Button, where would you like to go in the world?
Well, right now, I want to go to where is it? Where I need to remember. I need to hold on. This is very important that I get the thing right.
Where
I have
do
to
I
get it right.
live? Where's the world?
where
Where is world? I don't know.
What
Where
planet
exactly
am I
are we?
on?
You know? Where are we? Like in the universe, where exactly are we? You know?
That's
and
such a
we are
Tulsa,
in the center.
Oklahoma. Tulsa,
Tulsa?
Oklahoma. I want to go
I know
Tulsa.
there.
exactly. I know exactly why they want to go there. I know exactly why.
I will
I know.
explain. I will
Yeah,
explain why I
Explain.
want to go
Why
there.
Tulsa?
So
I know
Tulsa,
exactly why.
Oklahoma is very specific, I know, but it is the birthplace of The Outsiders. It's where The Outsiders
Ah.
novel takes place, and I love the book so much. It's one of my favorites. You should read it if you didn't already read it in school. But I
Wasn't a
have
requirement in like middle school or something.
yeah, read it. It's good. It's good for you. It's hot, sexy, and yeah. Thank you.
Great
Don't watch
advertisement.
the movie.
Thank you
Do
for
not watch
coming to
the
our TED
movie.
Talk.
Do not watch the movie. I swear to God, if you watch the movie before reading the book, we're no longer friends. Thank you.
Okay.
And you heard it here first, folks. Button will no longer be your friend if you watch the Outsiders movie
Before the
instead of the
Outsiders
book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take some time. It's short
Thank
novel.
you for coming
short
to our TED Talk.
Yep. Okay, I'm done
Yeah.
now.
We're getting
That's
that's
where we
our
go.
third. That's our third copyright strike. Wait.
Guys, we're canceled. I'm sorry.
No, 3 strikes.
We barely
and
got this off the
out.
ground, man.
We didn't even
still
get off the
landing.
ground. We dug in the ground.
We are still in the. We are still in the.
We're in the
runway.
ditch right now.
Dude, we're 6 feet under.
You have like a.
Alright.
You have like a death sound effect.
A
Get-
death sound effect?
Oof.
Death
Like a-
sound.
I don't know how to
It's
describe
like
it. It's like a
some guy dying.
no, like a
Oh.
grave, like
Uh,
like a bell, like grave bell. You know.
Like what you would
It's
hear in like
Taco
a
Bell.
first person horror shooter apocalypse.
Let me,
Like
let
you-
me see
Like
it.
like when they just like pan over to like the what is it called?
Hello?
What's the place where you bury bodies? Why am I forgetting?
A great, like a
I think
cemetery?
that's close enough.
Graveyard. Yeah, cemetery.
my
When? Okay,
It's
never
cemetery.
mind. I'm not gonna. I was gonna bring that up, but I'm not gonna bring it up.
You couldn't bring up.
No, I can't. I can't. I can't. It's personal. I can't. It's not allowed. Oh,
I'm
Oh.
trying to find one.
Anyway, I guess it's my turn, huh?
Yeah.
not
go.
Arkansas.
Kansas? What?
Not Arkansas.
Arkansas? I barely even spoke, but I'd
The
like
place
to
where I
go.
want to go is Area 51.
No.
I would like to go. There's two places I'd really like to visit. I'd really like to go to New Zealand.
Mm.
Did a project a while ago.
Hobbit nerd.
That's not why. Um,
He does have the Hobbit novel, though.
I don't own The Hobbit. That's the only one in that series I don't own, except for like the random sequel books or whatever.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
I do
My
own
bad.
all the Lord
My
of the
bad.
Rings books. Yeah, I've not finished any of them though. I've barely started the first one.
Dove into Mordor.
Anyways,
Yeah.
explain your reasoning for New Zealand.
Did a project on New Zealand in like a geography class a while ago, and I was like, "This is a pretty cool place." And for like the project was like, "Oh, you have to make a trip to somewhere that's under budget, like a specific budget." And since it was in Oceania, I had like one of the higher budgets. I was like, "That's pretty cool."
Oh.
I think I had like 15. No, I didn't have 15K. It was like 5K for the trip. Like some places, like in like not in the U.S., but like in like the North and South America, where like you get $1,000.
Mm.
Dang.
But yeah, I
Ecuador.
got 5,000. Ecuador. But yeah,
Bolivia,
I did-
you get 4 cents.
but yeah, in our thing, I did mine on New Zealand. It was really cool, and I was like way under budget. I only spent like $3,000. I was like, that's a pretty nice trip. I think that'd be pretty cool to go to someday. So yeah, I would love to go
Dude,
there. Or
Empty
I want to
Bucket
go.
podcast trip to New Zealand?
Vlog.
That would go
Vlog
crazy.
moment.
If we get 10K ever, which is a big number,
That
we'll
is
go.
a big number.
Take us
Anyways,
a long time to do that, but yeah. If you want to see that in the comments, yeah,
Let us know.
let us know in the comments below. But,
all right.
another place I'd like to go. I'd like to go to
Alright.
like Phoenix, Arizona. I really want to go there.
Yeah, understandable.
Alright,
Did
Land,
Land
where do you want to
answer the
go?
question?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Well, he is
So-
now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Land already answered. I'm
No, that
goofy.
was for a different. That was favorite state. This
Well,
is
you
broader-
like
this is a
responded to like
broader term.
you built off of Bucket's response, so it registered in my head as
Anyway,
Anyway.
Land, let's go.
Yes. So I'd like to go to Western Europe, more specifically the countries of France, Germany, and the UK, and possibly Switzerland too.
Take me to London.
Yeah, a lot of the reason, especially the
LA.
big cities like London, Paris, Berlin, it's mostly because I like the architecture there. I'm an architecture nerd, if you couldn't tell from my earlier responses, but I just like the cultures there. They're really cool, and then
loves the cavalry's here.
At least I'll scoop.
and then also just like the lots of history, and it was really cool, and it looks really cool. And Switzerland, lots of mountains and stuff is really cool.
Very true.
I'd like to go on just
It's canon
the-
that in Scotland you can fuck
the
your sheep.
What?
What?
In Scotland, it's canon that you're allowed to
That
fuck
was-
your sheep.
That
Really?
was
I
way
didn't
out
know
of
that.
left. It's canon.
The
It's
way
not
that I
legal,
found out
it's
about this
canon.
fact is funny. We were me and Button. We were hanging out one time, and we were watching Vinland Saga. Pretty good show so far. And
So far.
there was like a scene with sheep in it for some reason. I don't remember the exact context, but Button was just like, did you know that in in Scotland you're allowed to fuck sheep? I was like, what?
It's like,
Cool.
excuse me?
Is it true? I'm not sure. I'd never
I'm
cared to
looking
look
it up. I'm gonna look it
Don't
up.
look that up. Don't
No,
worry.
I'm good.
People in the comments and watching the video, do not look that up. We're not responsible
I
for
will
what
look it
shows
up,
up.
and then I will tell you if it is okay.
Did
to
you
look.
hear the story? Okay, so I knew the story way before the Chuckle Sandwich podcast talked about it, but someone in like America, I think, died from having
Oh, mm-hmm.
intercourse with their horse.
Yeah.
I knew that before the Chuckle Sandwich talked about it. I remember, was it what was the case called?
I think it was called like the.
Mr. Hands. It was Mr. Hands was the name of the case.
Yeah. Yeah.
In some random video of like Jerry Slash is like, don't look up Mr. Hands, and then he briefly explains.
So there's this guy, right? And then there's this horse.
He brought himself to a ranch, and he
That's
Got
it,
by
you know.
yourself
stallion.
fucked to death
That's
by
a-
a
that's a-
stallion.
Oh no.
That's a tough way to go.
I feel like that's an interesting thing to have on your tombstone. I feel like that we can answer that question. When
was
you
the
die, what
Enum-
do you want on your tombstone?
It was the Enum Claw horse sex case was the name of the actual incident.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you find anything? I could have just been lying the entire time, but I'm pretty sure it's true.
I'm still looking.
Oh, it's true. I saw a Reddit post about it.
Oh no, not the Reddit.
Not Reddit.
Not Reddit.
So I think I said this already, but I don't have any social media. Like I don't
Yeah.
have like Instagram or
don't.
whatever.
Why
It's
don't
unhealthy.
you have?
It's unhealthy for
don't.
my mental
Yeah.
state.
It really is. It's a hard road to go down.
I had it for like a week, like when I was younger, and I doom scrolled to the point where I had a panic attack about World War III, and my dad got concerned.
Oh,
hmm
Oh. Uh-oh. It's not
I
good.
have memes and things about cars on my Instagram feed, and that's all I got.
I'm a huge nerd. I barely use Instagram. The only things I use it for is looking at people make really pretty dice. All
Oh,
my
that's so
cuties.
true. Have you seen the Spaghetti-O dice?
Yes, I have, and they're
Yeah,
The
horrible.
beans dice.
those are so cool.
Not
I want
cool.
the
They're
beans
gross.
dice. I want the beans dice.
No, cause like what he did
Beans,
was he
beans,
took like
beans.
little pieces of clay and then he made them and dried them out in Spaghetti-O shapes and then he put it in a die-cast acrylic.
Shout out
So
to
it looks like that.
shout out to
That guy.
Magpie Dice Company, Cassiopeia Dice Company, Bard Dice,
Dude,
Nuclear
they're giving them
Dice,
free promo right now. Stop.
Dice by Die,
Dude, they should pay us for this
Atlantis,
kind of thing.
They can't give them free promo.
Dice
Mm-mm.
Eclipse, Merlin Dices, and I
To
think there's
cut
one
it
called
all out.
Juice Dice. Yeah.
Just beep it like he's just swearing.
What?
Just like cover it
He
with
just-
like the cartoon beep sound. Just
Oh,
Where is
oh, whoa. Okay, so an update on the whole sheep thing. So apparently, so the sheep thing seems to be also prominent in Wales. Yeah,
Average Welsh moment.
and apparently one was fucked to death, we shall say, in Scotland.
I said it was true,
Wow.
bro.
A sheep
Call him
was.
Mr. Feet.
Wait, what?
Mr. Feet.
Mr. Feet instead of Mr. Hands.
So yeah, that's update. I mean, I'm gonna say to the
He's
audience,
texting me.
look up what you want. I mean, be careful though.
Look, viewer
Top-
discretion is
I'm gonna just say
advised.
that.
Two
Maybe
of my
don't,
favorite bands are
but
playing
then again, I can't tell you what to do.
True. Now, wait, what was the next topic that we were gonna talk about?
Yeah, Button, what's your next thing?
Lay it
darling?
on us.
What was the next thing?
I'm lading. What? Huh? I
What was
can't
the
English. I can hear you. I'm just struggling to speak here.
Slow down,
Mm.
honey. Slow
Lol.
down.
Slow down, take a deep breath.
And we're all chill here.
Guys, just mellow out, bro.
Next question. If you had to drink one thing for the rest of your life, would you choose and why?
Alright,
Oh, this is really
soda.
Soda.
Okay.
Soda
I'll
can.
start this
Soda
one.
can.
I'll start this one.
All right, go ahead, Lan.
Okay, so basic is really basic. It's water, and that is because I do not like
Gross.
soda. I do not like coffee. I do not like sports drinks. I don't know if that's classified as soda. Basically, anything carbonated or caffeinated is a no-go for me.
What a sleigh.
So really, the only things I really drink are water, milk, and grape juice. I also don't really like most juices. But yeah, so I'm not an interesting
That's
person
fair.
when it comes to drinks.
I
do like hot chocolate though,
That's yes, hot chocolate
even
is
though it's
good.
not caffeinated, but whatever.
Soda can agree with me on this, but what is definitely on the high top part of the list is Dr. Pepper.
You like Dr. Pepper? I'm a big fan.
Yeah, good stuff. But if I had to have a serious answer, it would probably be like Gamer Subs.
Gamer.
Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000 is
What?
actually such a good flavor.
That is a flavor that I had never expected to hear before in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You said
Thank you, Russian
Gamer
Badger.
Fart?
Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000.
Damn.
It tastes like strawberry and lime. It's really good.
There's something so weird about the visuals
think
of that in my head. I mean, I know it's just a drink, but like
Cup.
the image in my head right now is not appealing.
Yeah.
It tastes
What was
like swamp
I'm about
butt
to go
and
next.
liquid avocado.
God.
But
Anyways.
say like I'm a big fan of Arnold Palmer tea. That was.
Mm.
I would not mind if that was like the
Some
only
Arnie Palmer.
AP, if you will. Like,
App.
I
When
have
you
like a strange taste for it. I don't like it like from like the can for some reason. I like it from the jug. I prefer it from the jug.
you
The
know
jug.
Straight from the
you know
jug.
soda the way you said EP if you please, right? I imagined
AP.
you
P.
AP if you please. The way you said that, I imagined you just like cross-legged in a leather chair with a monocle and a top hat on.
Yes, I'm gonna
Artist in
draw
the chat.
that. That's
Well, I
happening.
guess we do have an artist in the call, I guess. But
I
True, we
got
do,
you.
we do.
I'm
fan
gonna make.
add us on Twitter. We don't have a Twitter, but
We do not
It
have a
did.
Twitter. No, do not add us on Twitter because we don't have a Twitter.
Don't.
yeah.
So true. I
I would
should
be
make
so
a
mad if
Twitter.
someone else has that.
I'm
Has our name.
gonna look that up.
No one
Make that.
else.
Make that
Empty
right now,
bucket.
actually.
I want to
Empty
be in charge.
Bucket
If we
Podcast.
do get like, if I do get a social media, it's gonna be for the Empty Bucket
If
podcast, and I
some-
want to run the TikTok.
If
Well,
You can
somebody
run the
else,
TikTok. I can't. I don't
That was
have
the
TikTok.
plan
So.
for. That was my. I'm a part of a different project, and that was like kind of my end of the deal is that I would run the Twitter, but I never followed through on that idea.
I love that.
All right. I mean, yeah, Button. If you wanna make the TikTok, you can go ahead.
Which Teletubby are you?
Which talent?
None of them. I hate the Teletubbies. I was never allowed to watch it as a child.
I am the
No,
sun.
no
I am
way.
the baby in the sun.
whoa,
Me and the sun like
okay.
the Teletubbies. That's a hard bar right there. I tell you what.
There's actually
Coming to
Maybe-
iTunes near you.
okay. There's actually another podcast named Empty Bucket.
Boo. We had it
We're
first.
better.
I don't know how popular it is.
We did
but,
it better.
we're just gonna say we came up with this idea first. Definitely.
True.
I have to make a Google account for.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that the post was from 2013, 2014.
Dang.
They're no
I mean,
longer
they're probably gone now.
Okay, well, if you guys don't like the Teletubby question, which one of the turtles are you?
Teenage
I
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hold on. Which I'm gonna say this real quick first. I am Donatello, and none of you else can be. Like, if you had to choose one, I'd choose Donatello. No one
I
else-
really vibe with Leo.
It'd be Raph. He's pretty cool.
That leaves me with the Michael, the one that loves the pizza.
Remember, I heard this on a different, like a clip from a different group's podcast. But like
Really?
all of their weapons were chosen by Splinter because it like represents something that they like need to like work on themselves.
Yeah,
you know?
I saw that. Like how the
Donatello
blades,
has the stick because he's
staff.
heavy.
but he's the smartest. But that's the most simple, right? And
Yeah.
and Leo has the two katanas.
Because he's
which
the
are
most
more-
ethical, right?
Yeah, which were
Like the actual like weapons that can actually like cut and kill someone. You know.
Mm-hmm. And Mikey has nunchucks because those require the most focus. But as
Like
we
the
know,
most, like,
Mikey,
hand-handed.
he's not
Yeah.
a super focused guy.
Mm.
And Raph's weapons
Size.
Yeah.
yeah, size are mainly for defense, but he's the
It's
most
very
aggressive.
hot-headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
It's really cool, really cool.
I didn't.
Dude,
I
I'm gonna turn
actually
us into
didn't know
boy band
that.
icons.
Boy band icon.
I'm taking literally a K-pop band album cover and using it as a reference.
That's gonna be our logo.
Pog.
Yeah. Guess that's us then.
Yeah, we're getting
Next question, my dear.
Okay. How do you
Come
like
on.
your potatoes done?
mashed.
Uh,
Nothing else.
mashed in
That's
like
fair.
maybe
Well,
fries count.
Yeah,
If,
I guess fries count, but
I'm
if
a
fries
fan of
do count, then it's probably fries. But
Yeah,
like
fries count.
see, diced potatoes, I
when it
don't.
comes to mashed potatoes, it's only if it's smooth. There cannot be any
Yeah.
lumps in the mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
that's gross.
Yeah. For
Anyways.
diced potatoes, personally, I only like it when it's in beef stew. If it's not in like a stew, then it doesn't.
I like
feel right.
I like sliced potatoes that have like are like grilled and have like salt, pepper, and other like
That's fair. That's actually a fair
spices.
point.
Those are good. Like if you have that with like a barbecue, that goes well.
That right.
I like
Have you
potatoes
ever
in like lentil soup
Hmm.
and stuff.
Have you ever
So-
mixed hot sauce? Like, okay, so if you take sriracha and mix it with barbecue, it's actually so good.
Hmm.
I implore you to try that.
Okay, y'all. I have
Okay.
one problem.
What?
What was
With
that?
the album picture like I chose, it's difficult to get like our fun, silly little heads in.
Her fun, silly little heads.
Yeah, like our little like bucket, soda can, is soda. You're Arizona. I'm gonna make it like a random state every time.
Random.
But currently, it's Arizona, and then I'm the
Yeah.
like button. So, do we want to keep it like that, and I just work with it, or do we want what are we thinking?
I mean, you're
Hold
the
up,
artist.
I should send you a picture of a J-pop band, which has like a
Oh,
really
J-pop.
good. I love J-pop.
That's Japanese pop, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Which has a perfect like group cover.
That you want me to cover? I might just do the
Yeah.
Weezer. The Weezer.
That's
album.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be pretty.
That's
funny.
what I mean. That's what I've been saying. For those uninitiated, add this to the lore. But I'm a big fan of Weezer.
My
I was like, we should just have like us just in a line, just all doing the Weezer poses. I call Brian because he's the coolest.
You don't know any Weezer members.
Brian is the one with the button shirt that has like the black triangles on it.
Did you fun lore about LGBTQ plus community. The symbol, the pink triangle, represents queer like queer rights. So if you see like a pink triangle around anywhere, just know it's a little fruity. It's a little
I have a
Queer-
funny story about that song by
Okay.
Weezer, Pink Triangle, because that's like talking about how like how this girl he was interested in was a lesbian, and funny thing is, she actually wasn't. Like he found out years later that she actually wasn't lesbian, which is very interesting to me.
How does
Mhm.
that happen? How does one think how?
Because she had like the pink triangle, and he's like, oh, he doesn't like men.
Guy points
So
at the
it's really
pride
sad.
flag. Is that a Weezer reference?
Wait, that lesbian flag? Oh my god, Weezer reference.
No way.
If I
Yeah.
walk into your room and you have a lesbian flag on your wall, I'm leaving.
No,
No.
I swear it's Weezer. I swear.
It's Weezer. Babe, come back. It's Weezer. Like, what are you doing? There's
Well,
nothing.
so true.
There's
Valid.
nothing wrong.
I just
I
made a
have flags
email.
on my wall.
I want flags on
Me
my wall.
too. I have a Canada and an American flag on my wall.
For someone who loves flags and geography,
has
I
different
have
flags.
no flags on my
I
wall.
don't think they're talking about the same kind of flags.
We're-
I know. Yeah.
I remember
Because-
on the,
I want to get a
Everyone's
Japanese
Twitter.
flag.
cool.
I
remember-
Okay. I know we were talking about pride flags, but I plan to get a flag from for every country flag, and have a collection.
That'd be sick.
I would
still
help
have
you in
yet to
that
start
journey.
that.
Just
There you
say,
go.
just say, we go to your house like years in the future to hang out, and like there is no flat drywall. It's all just flags of
It's
different
all
countries.
just covered in flags.
It's
Like,
just
you
like,
finally
oh,
get it.
let's go
The
to
Brazil
the
wall.
Brazil room. The Brazil room. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. I left my phone in the American room. Oh, sorry.
I'm
Don't
gonna go
worry.
get something from the
We're-
Kenyan kitchen.
The Kenyan kitchen. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go to the Canadian bar, the bar
Canadian-
stool in
Sorry, I
Canada.
have to go.
On
I
the
have to go piss in Canada.
You go sit in the Canadian couch. Over there's the Bahamian bathroom. We have our
So true.
Gabonese garage. Anyways,
There's also the German section of the garage, but we don't talk about that. That's where I store all my beer.
Keep your
That's
kids
my
away.
storage.
The Siamese cellar.
Siamese cellar.
Oh,
One starts with an S and one starts with a C.
I know.
Cellar starts with a C, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the funny part. That's the joke.
Oh,
The
sorry.
Cypress. The Cypress
Posthumously
cellar.
joke.
There.
Slowly.
Cypress.
Dang, we're already coming up on an hour.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Time flies when you're making a podcast.
Time flies when you're having
True.
fun, and time flies when you're on the run.
Yeah,
Fins.
and on the run. Yeah.
Time flies when you strap a clock to a rocket engine.
I mean, that's true. That's true, though.
Oh, I thought you were talking about missiles, and I was like, whoa.
Wow.
So true.
Are we coming to an end of this episode?
I
or
think
wanna
we
do another
should-
I think we should stop.
I think we should call it for this episode.
Is that,
Alright.
is that-
Okay,
is-
well, before we
Let's-
go,
what's our total
Last night?
time?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check after
Damn
recording's
it.
over.
Oh,
okay,
Jesus.
so I do want to say before we go, I think we should each say our names again,
Mhm.
you know, and
All right.
then say parting words, peace out, you know, and then we
Mm,
can
yes.
ditch.
That's a bit cringe, isn't it, bro? Sorry. All right. I am Bucket, or I am Andrew. I am okay with you calling me Andrew or Andy, more specifically. And I will catch y'all on the flip side. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Land. Thanks for joining us. If you've made it this far.
Oh
Mhm.
god. Scary.
If you did, I am very much impressed with your ability to withstand all the cringe.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't know. Okay, I'm Button. I'm not saying my real name. Our boy Bucket is out here, but Button.
Well, to be
That is the
fair,
name.
Bucket has a very common name, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My first
The
name is
only one that
Bucket.
has a
My
not
last name's
common
Andrew.
name. Get Andrew.
Yeah. Well,
I'm the only one here with a rare name.
I have a rare name. What do you mean?
My name is kind
I
of
mean,
weird.
I guess. Yeah, it's not as common. I think you're
I
one
don't
of
know
the.
a single person with my name.
I know one
My
person.
name is weird. I know another person with my name, but it's spelled differently.
Yeah, one of
My
our good
sons.
friends has. Yeah, one of our good friends also has the name that Land has.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're my
It
sons.
gets confusing,
No.
but we find a way.
Yeah.
On my music profile, I do in fact just have my first name.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
fair.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
common. So
I'm just gonna quickly say my parting words. Thank you for sitting through this. We're all chaotic, and we thank you.
Yeah.
chaotic good.
The good
Yeah.
kind of chaotic.
Chaotic neutral.
That's my alignment.
I'm also pretty chaotic good if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's my turn then. What up? I'm Soda Fritz or Soda or Fritz or SF, whatever you want to call me.
Suck fuck.
I did.
Is that
Okay.
one guy from the Empty Podcast?
That one guy.
I'm him.
I'm him.
I'm him. But yeah. If you made it this far, I truly appreciate you. You're a real one. Let us know in the comments if you made it this far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say something
Cool.
that they have to repeat in the comments if they made it this.
If you made it this
If you
far,
made it this far,
Say suck fuck.
Soder, just big
Oh,
caps.
Soder?
Soder in all caps, followed by a smiley face, and then we'll
Soda on
know.
the Fritz.
Soder on the Fritz. Yes, sir. You know it.
All right. Well, that's all, folks. Thanks for listening. And
Yeah.
yeah, bye.